Hello everyone, Coder Gamer here, and today I'm going to be doing a house in Blender with some brick texture. So what we're going to do, first we need to make the house shape. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to scale it out a bit, about maybe that much. I'm going to scale the size of the house. I think that looks good now. I can just make it a bit bigger, make it longer, and a bit more thin. I think that looks good. Now, in the Z location, I will put most likely a bit more actually, maybe like 2.1. Yeah, that's above the ground. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go into edit mode, and I'm going to do a small line cut. I'm going to line cut it in the middle over here, and I'm going to take this edge, I'm going to select it, I'm going to move it upwards, maybe about that much. Yeah, that looks good. Now I'm going to go back into object mode, and I'm going to add a cube. So add a cube, put this at 2.1. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to scale it to make the size of a door. I'm going to move it out only so that you can see it a bit, and then I'm going to move it down. And then let me just move it a bit more outwards. So yep, there's the door. And I'm gonna do a bit more with it. Yep, that looks good. So now what I'm going to do, I'm gonna add a roof. So I'm going to click on Add Mesh Cube. And this time I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to scale it. I'm going to make it the size of this roof. I'm going to make it come out a little bit, and then scale it about that much. And now I'm going to make it extremely thin, maybe like that. I'm going to come up. Going to move it downwards, so right there. Now I'm going to go into edit mode for this. I'm going to add one line cut. I'm going to take that one edge, and I'm going to bring it, okay, no, not that one edge. We need that edge, and we also need the edge for the one over here under it. So there's the second edge. And now we can just move it upwards. And then if you need to, you can just adjust everything else. So I'm going to adjust both of these sides. Just going to bring that down. And there's the roof for our house. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get out of edit mode. I'm going to go back to object mode. I'm going to click on shading. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to be adding the brick texture. So what I'm going to do, I clicked on this. Now as you can see, I have a bunch of extra space down here. So I'm going to click Shift A, search, and then I'm going to type in brick. And then there's brick texture. I'm going to open that, and I'm going to connect color and base color. So then, if you look at it from a specific angle, which is actually on the top so you can't see it, there's going to be a brick texture. We're going to change this right now in a few seconds. So what we're going to do to fix that, Shift A, search, and then we're going to type in texture, and then coordinate. So there it is, texture coordinate, and I'm going to connect UV and vector. So now, as you can see, it's like that. I'm going to go into edit mode, and I'm going to click A to select all faces, UV, cube projection, and now it's like this. So now what we can do, we can just go down here and change our colors. I'll change this to like a darkish red color. Actually, no, color 1, maybe about like a bright orange. And then this is going to be a darkish red color. And then our mortar, that's the outline. I'm going to make that mostly white. And now what I'm going to do, the smoothness I'm going to change. So now it's going to look like much more smoother if we go in. Scale. Don't do anything with the scale. Keep it at 5. It was at 5 before. The bias, you don't actually have to change anything else. This is good. Now at this point, I think we can just color in everything else. We can add a orangish color here. No, sorry, not orange. Brownish color for the door. And then for the roof, we can give it maybe like a grayish color. Grayish. Maybe sort of like a red. I think that looks good. And then if you need to, you can definitely adjust it a bit. I think I might just like scale this a bit. About that much. And then z-axis will be like 2. Okay, wait, no. We have to move this all together. So if we move this down, we can move it to, what is this, 3.9. I think 4 might be the best thing to choose. So 4, we can do that to all 4 of them. Okay, no, this is at a Z level of about 2. This will be at 1. Or actually, no. Okay, well, for now, I'm just going to estimate all of these. And yep, so I'm going to put in rendered mode. So there is our rendered version. Just going to move the light. Okay, wait. Let me move the light over here. Okay, on the top is okay. So yeah, that is our Blender house. And in the next video, I'm going to add a lawn and show you how to do some grass textures. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.